Asese lies along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, southwestern Nigeria. Like most underdeveloped communities, this one comes from a place of dirt, not beauty. Few residents are firm here, but most plan one day to leave. As parents engage in menial jobs to feed their families, their children spend their days scavenging on refuse in search of anything of value. But for many children here in Asese community, a new sense of belonging is now emerging. 5 months ago, 15-year-old Peter left the village for Lagos. Unable to attend school because he could not afford it, he sold vegetables on the streets and watched his mates attend school with regrets.
I go bring him from home.
After I brought him from the village, he didn't go to school for 4 months.
You don't go to school.
Thanks to the Back to School campaign of the InnerCity mission, Peter is now in school. As he prepares to go to school, it is the beginning steps of a lifelong dream.
I feel bad whenever I see my mates go to school while I am on the streets selling vegetables. But when I came in contact with the InnerCity mission, I was provided with school uniform, school bag, water bottles, shoes, and I was sent back to school.
They gave me shoe and I put me in school.
Peter is not alone. An estimated 57 million children globally are currently out of school, and 10.5 million are in Nigeria alone. Many of them in inner-city communities like Asese, lacking basic infrastructures and social amenities for the residents to live a normal life, and as always, children are the most affected.
Ìlú Asese jẹ́ ìlú tán ti dálẹ̀ láti 18th century.
This community has been existing as far back as the 18th century. Majority of the people here are engaged in menial jobs to feed their families, and the parents cannot afford to send their children to school. Whenever you find the children playing on the streets and ask them why they are not in school, they will tell you that their parents cannot afford to send them to school.
That is now changing. Through the Back to School campaign, an initiative of the InnerCity mission, over 850 children in Asese and other inner-city communities who dropped out of school or have never had the opportunity of seeing the four walls of a classroom were sent back to school and were provided with back-to-school kits which contain the following items such as school bags, school uniforms, school shoes, notebooks, textbooks, pencils, erasers, and much more. This is 14-year-old Onyechi and her brother Ebuka from Abete, one of the several inner-city communities that benefited from the Back-to-School campaign.
It's 5 years, they have not been going to school because there is no money to train them into school. But each time that I wake up, see them sitting down, I so much thank InnerCity mission for remembering them to take them to school and be paying their school fees.
14-year-old Ahmed dropped out of school and has missed school for the last 6 months of his life. But through the Back to School campaign, he is now back in school.
For 6 months, my son was at home without an education before the intervention of the InnerCity mission. He was awarded a scholarship and every other school requirement. Thank you, InnerCity mission.
It was sad staying at home and watching my friends go to school. Thank God the InnerCity mission came and helped me back to school. When I grow up, I want to become a medical doctor to provide medical services to those who cannot afford it.
This is 11-year-old Fatima and her sister Hafsat, both beneficiaries of the Back to School campaign.
I was at home when my children came in with school bags and uniforms. I was surprised and I asked where they got it from. I was told it was given to them by the InnerCity mission. So I collected the bags, and when I checked inside the bags, I saw school shoes, notebooks, crayons, socks, water bottles, to mention but a few. I became so excited and started dancing. May God bless the InnerCity mission.
With access to education, children like Peter, Fatima, Hafsat, and Ahmed can become authors of change for their families, their communities, and their country. Thank you to all our partners for making the difference in the lives of these little ones. You can be a part of the ongoing campaign to send more children back to school in 2014. To participate in the InnerCity Mission Back to School campaign, use the following details now showing on your screen.